Hello and welcome to my League One Game Week 45 predictions, or the penultimate game week, as I should say, for this weekend's games. So let's just dive straight into my penultimate game week predictions for League One. Can Exeter stay up? Who's going to get in the playoffs? Cardiff and Lincoln already up. And let's just jump straight to my predictions. Jumping straight into Saturday lunchtime then, as we have Doncaster taking on Stevenage, of course, at the Eco Power Stadium in Doncaster. They are at home in this game. Did lose at home to Lincoln, though, by 2-0. Did Donny. Stevenage did beat Barnsley by 1-0. Still inside those playoff places are Stevenage. Doncaster scored 4 in the last 5 matches. Luke Molyneux, who's created the most big chances this season for Doncaster with 12, has also averaged the most shots on target per match for Doncaster with 0.7. Stevenage scored 6 in their last 5, have kept the most clean sheets in the competition with 18. Harvey White's created the most big chances for Stevenage with 13 this season. 3 wins for Donny, 2 draws, 3 wins for Stevenage. 0-0 draw earlier in the season. Back last time they play at Donny was a 1-0 win for Stevenage on that occasion. Difficult to call again. Last Sunday play in League One was all the way back in 2012 at Donny, of course. But I think Stevenage are just going to get over the line in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 away Stevenage win here. Go for what it was back in 2022 and see a Stevenage away win here over Donny in this one. So back in Stevenage to win over Doncaster by 1-0. Now to Edgeley Park in the other 12:30 kickoff, where Stockport take on Peterborough. A disappointing defeat for Stockport last night as they lost to Mansfield at home, didn't they? Peterborough did draw at home to Burton on Sunday afternoon, which was probably expected a draw in that one, even though I backed a Burton win in that one, just to be different. Peterborough did beat Stockport by 3-0 on the 20th of November 2025. Last time to play at Stockport was a 2-1 home win for Stockport County that day. 1 win for Stockport, 2 draws, 2 wins for Peterborough United on that one. 5th sit Stockport, 17th sit Peterborough in the table. Stockport kind of dropped off the boil a bit now. I think they've realised they still can finish inside the playoffs. They probably will still. Oh my God, I'm getting Will Still's name mixed up in here. Could still finish inside those playoffs. They probably will still finish inside those playoffs. 5th for them at the moment, 3 points above Stockport. No, not themselves. Luton, I should say, who probably could get in the playoffs. Stockport dropped off a little bit here. 8 goals in the last 5. 5 in the last 5 for Peterborough. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 either. Peterborough haven't won a game in 6. Stockport need a win. I'm going to back them to get it. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Stockport County home win for Dave Challoner's men in this one. And back Stockport to win this by 2-1 over Peterborough here. Blackpool Leyton Orient is up next then as the first 3 o'clocker at Bloomfield Road. Blackpool 4 wins out of their last 5, doing very, very well, and only loss came in there at Stevenage. Leyton Orient really not looking good for them. They're only 3 points above the drop, I believe, and there is problems there. 6 goals in the last 5 for Blackpool. Bailey Peacock-Farrow is ranked 2nd in saves per match in the competition. It's good to see him doing well, considering the season he had with us last season that wasn't very good. Leyton Orient scored 2 in the last 5, haven't scored in the last 2 matches either. Don Ballard is the competition's top scorer with 22. He keeps banging them in each game at the moment. 1-1 draw between the sides on the 22nd of November, back at Leyton Orient last Sunday play at Bloomfield Road was a 2-1 away win for Richie Wellens' side earlier last season on the 15th of March. 2 wins for Blackpool, 2 draws, 3 wins for Leyton Orient. Are Blackpool going to continue their winning run, or are Leyton Orient going to get their run started? It's just difficult, this. I mean, these sides are both at the bottom. Blackpool are slightly less in danger, are pretty much mathematically safe, so I'm actually going to back a Leyton Orient away win here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for the away side. They have not been anywhere near what they were last season, but I'm backing the Leyton Orient away win in this one by 2-1 over this Blackpool side here. Battle of the Bees as Bradford take on Bolton then at the University of Bradford Stadium. Bradford unbeaten, no, haven't won in 3, I should say, 2 draws and 1 loss. Bolton did draw at home to Huddersfield, 3-3 scoreline there, 5-1 win. 5-1 win over Stevenage, 3-0 win for Bolton over Bradford on the 2nd of December in the EFL Trophy, I should say. 0-0 draw between the sides in the league. Back at Bradford in 2021 was a 1-1 draw. 1 win for Bradford, 5 draws, 3 wins for Bolton. 3rd sit Bolton, 4th sit Bradford, a point between the sides, nothing in it between these two. This season, Bradford scored 6 in the last 5, ranked 2nd at home this season. Max Power has created the most big chances for Bradford City this season with 12. Bolton have scored 12 in the last 5 as well, haven't kept a clean sheet in 6. Thierry Gale has the most shots on target per match with 1.1. Yeah, I think both these sides have had incredible seasons. I'm going to back a Desmond in this one, go back a 2-2. They're pretty much in the playoffs, although I think a loss maybe. No, I think they are guaranteed in the playoffs, these two, especially Bolton anyway. But yeah, go back a 2-2, both in the playoffs, and yeah, could be a playoff final later in May, couldn't it? So yeah, back at a 2-2 between Bradford and Bolton. Up next is Burton versus Exeter then, in what is an absolutely massive game down at the bottom. Exeter need to win this, I think, to stay up. They could be relegated if Wimbledon win and all the other teams pick up points around them, especially the likes of, I think, Peterborough and who's on 51? Burton. No, I think Burton, Exeter, they can't catch them if they lose anyway, to Burton or Peterborough. Yeah, they need Leyton Orient. They got hope Leyton Orient lose at Blackpool and Wimbledon lose at Wimbledon, who they got, Wigan. Yeah, Exeter is looking grim for them at the moment, but there is still a small chance for them to stay in the division. 1-1 draw between the sides earlier in the season, just in March, of course, one of the games in hand that was played, I think, during an international break or something like that. Cup competition, who knows. 0-0 draw between the sides back at April last year. Last time they played at Burton was a 2-1 away win for Exeter on the 21st of December 2024. 5 wins for Burton, 4 draws, 5 wins for Exeter City. Unbeaten in 4, Burton, 3 draws, 1 win. 1 win for Exeter, 3 draws and 1 defeat. 18th sit Burton, 21st sit Exeter, 3 goals in the last 5 matches, not 3 draws. Tyrese Shedd has the most shots on target per match for Burton with 1.3 this season. Karen Lofthouse has created the most big chances for Burton with 11. Exeter scored 8 in the last 5. Exeter haven't lost to Burton in the last 5 meetings, 3 wins, 2 draws. Jaden Wareham has the most shots on target per match in the division. I'm going to back an Exeter away win. They need it. They need the fight and they need the desire to win this one. I'm going to back them too and get over the line in this one with a nice 2-1 scoreline over Burton in this one, and maybe just bring Burton back into that relegation threat. Cardiff Northampton is up next then at the Cardiff City Stadium. Cardiff City already promoted to the Sky Bet Championship. They'll be looking to survive and already kick on to next season. They take on a Northampton side. They're already relegated and haven't won in absolutely donkeys in 14 matches. Absolutely dreadful stuff. Kevin Nolan has been sacked for quite a while now. They've brought in, I think it's the caretaker manager, Colin Calderwood, who is in charge. 3-1 away win for Cardiff over Northampton earlier in the season on the 22nd of November. Last time to play at Cardiff. They haven't played at Cardiff. Northampton have got 2 wins in the League Cup, both 2-1 scoreline and a 3-0 win in there as well. Both in the League Cup. 2 home results for Northampton, but the league is where it matters. 7 goals in the last 5 matches for Cardiff. Haven't lost in 5 either. They haven't drawn any in the last 3 matches against each other, these 2 sides either. Cardiff are going to win this. This will be quite a routine win for Cardiff. I'm going to go for a 4-0 Cardiff City win here and knock over Northampton, who are already relegated. And their momentum is at rock bottom right now because they've got none of it. So yeah, back in 4-0 Cardiff win, a big one over Northampton. Huddersfield versus Mansfield then is up next at the Acu Stadium. 4 draws out of the last 5 for Huddersfield. Only a win in there against Leyton Orient, who look absolutely dreadful at the moment. Mansfield did pick up a very, very good win over Stockport last night. Will the tiredness play into effect here? They took on a Huddersfield side that are kind of fighting for playoffs. But actually, I don't think they can get playoffs anymore. No, they can't. 10 goals in the last 5. It's been another wasteful season from Huddersfield Town this year. Have won 4 previous matches against Mansfield as well, having kept a clean sheet in 7. Mansfield scored 4 in the last 5, who conceded the most penalties this season with 9. Resets created the most chances for Mansfield with 8. Earlier in the season was a 3-1 away Huddersfield win for Lee Grant's Huddersfield back then. 2-1 win for Huddersfield last season over Mansfield. They also beat them 3-1 in the Virtue Trophy there as well. 4 wins for Huddersfield, 0 draws, 0 wins for Mansfield. I'm going to back Huddersfield to narrowly get over the line. I'm going to back a 1-0 scrappy dappy do Huddersfield win in this one and get over the line against this Mansfield side here. So yeah, back in Huddersfield to win by a 1-0 in this one. Lincoln versus Wycombe is up next then, and what a season it has been for Lincoln City. 3 more points and they have got to 100. Is that going to be playing on their minds going into this one? 4 wins out of the last 5, only a draw in there against Stevenage, beat Doncaster last night as well. 3-2 win for Wycombe over Lincoln. Where's Lincoln? It's probably somewhere in England. Good win for Wycombe there. 3-2 winners. One of Lincoln's few defeats this season. 2-3 was a scoreline last time to play at the LNER. Was a 3-2 away win for Wycombe. 2 wins for Lincoln. 6 draws. 6 wins for Wycombe. Yeah, I think Wycombe have got a good head-to-head record. Bit of a bogey side for Lincoln. Wycombe, 9 goals in the last 5 for Lincoln. Have kept the most clean sheets in the competition with 18, ranked first at home this season. As we've said pretty much for the last few weeks now. 8 goals in their last 5 matches for Wycombe. Have won the previous 3 games against Lincoln City as well. Nathan Lowe has still got the most shots on target per match for Wycombe with 1.1. Are Wycombe going to get to 100 points? No. Are Lincoln going to get to 100 points? Yes. I am backing Lincoln to win this. I think this will be a goal fest. I think I'm going to back a 3-1 home Lincoln City win in this one over a Wycombe side that look absolutely dreadful. Well, not dreadful. They just haven't been great recently. Haven't won in 4, have they? But yeah, their playoff hopes are gone. They'll have to try and build next season. But yeah, backing a Lincoln win 3-1 over Wycombe here. Luton Barnsley is up next then at Kenilworth Road. Luton on absolutely flying form this season. Well, in the latter end of this season, I should say. Beat Rotherham last night by 2-0. I know Rotherham aren't that good, but you got to beat what's in front of you. Luton 7th in the table, 3 points off Stevenage. There is a chance they still get in the playoffs. I think they definitely could do it. Barnsley sit 13th, got nothing to play for at the moment. Barnsley did beat Luton by 5-0 earlier in the season in one of those fluky games, probably. This season, you just get the random games in League One. 2-1 win for Luton over Barnsley last time to play at the Kenilworth Road in the Championship a few years back now in 22. 4 wins for Luton, 2 draws, 3 wins for Barnsley. Edging towards a Luton win in this one with the 12 goals in the last 5. Have been awarded the most penalties this season. Haven't drawn any of their last 5 matches with Barnsley. Barnsley also scored 5 in their last 5. David McGoldrick has the most shots on target per match with Barnsley with a 1.2 shots on target per match. Race Cleary has created the most big chances for Barnsley this season with 13. And back in Luton to win this, we're going to go for a 2-0 home Luton win to get over the line and maybe, just maybe, enter those playoffs come the end of the weekend. So yeah, back in Luton to win this by 2-0 over Barnsley in this one. Plymouth Port Vale is next then, and at Home Park, Plymouth still with an outside chance of getting in the playoffs. They need Stevenage to drop some points this weekend. They're unbeaten in 4, 2 draws, 2 wins over Barnsley and Wimbledon. The 2 draws came against Exeter and Bradford respectively. Port Vale done the exact same. They drew against Wigan, decent point for them. They did beat Peterborough. I think it could be too late now. They do play tonight away at Cardiff. Remember, I think Cardiff will beat them quite comfortably. Plymouth scored 10 in the last 5. Plymouth have won the previous 2 matches against Port Vale. Ronan Curtis is ranked 2nd in big chances created in the competition with 17. Port Vale scored 4 in the last 5. Jordan Shipley has created the most big chances for Port Vale with 8. Ben Wayne has the most shots on target per match for Port Vale with 0.9. 1-0 win for Plymouth over Port Vale, 22nd of November 2025. 3-1 win for Plymouth over Port Vale on the 7th of May 2023. 2 wins for Plymouth, 1 draw, 7 wins for Port Vale. As it's too little too late, and Port Vale will probably be already relegated by the time this game comes around, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to back Plymouth to win this one. I'm going to go for 3-1 comfortable home. Argyle win in this one and get over the line against this Port Vale side and give them the best possible chance of getting in the playoffs come the final match day next weekend, of course. So, yeah, back in Plymouth to win by 3, cost 1. Up next is Rotherham, Reading then, and Rotherham already down, as we know. Reading's playoff chances have gone down the drain with 3 losses on the bounce over Lincoln, Doncaster and Cardiff, respectively. 1-1 draw between the sides on the 22nd of November 2025. 3 wins for Rotherham, 4 draws, 8 wins for Reading. 1-1 draw last time to play earlier in the season. Last time to play Rotherham was a 2-1 home win that day for Rotherham United. One of their few wins. No, that was last season, I should say. What am I waffling about? 3 wins for Rotherham, 4 draws, 8 wins for Reading. Reading do have the upper hand on the head-to-heads. Reading have scored 6 of the last 5. They've lost the last 3 though, which is a problem. Jack Marriott also has the most shots on target for them this season with 1.5. Sam Nombe has the most shots on target per match for Rotherham United with 1.3. Joe Powell has created the most big chances for Rotherham this season with 10. Rotherham scored 3 in the last 5. 22 points separate the side between 10th and 22nd. I'm going to back Reading to get an away win here. Not that it means a lot. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away win for Reading over Lee Clark's Rotherham in this one, and it'd be quite a routine win for Reading in this one over Rotherham here. And the final game is Wigan taking on Wimbledon then. Wimbledon, absolutely horrible form at the moment for them. 3 wins out of their last 5 for Wigan. They've been on some good form. Did draw away at Port Vale, but disappointing for them in that one. Wimbledon need a win somewhere. 14th sit Wigan, 20th sit Wimbledon. 6 points between the sides. 8 goals in their last 5 for Wigan. Wigan have won the previous 3 matches against Wimbledon. Fraser Murray is ranked first in big chances created in the competition with 18. Wimbledon have scored 1 in their last 5. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 10. Haven't won in 9. Either. Wigan's form is leaning me towards them at the moment, but then Wimbledon are fighting for their lives down at the bottom. 2-1 win away for Wigan early in the season. Did beat them last time out at home as well. Wimbledon did beat them all the way back in 2021 in League One. I'm back in a draw in this one. I don't think there's going to be anything between these sides. Wigan are already safe. Wimbledon have got a lot to play for, especially what goes on in the Exeter game, which they'll be keeping a close eye on. Yeah, back in a 0-0 here between Wigan and Wimbledon. I don't see a lot in this one. If I was going to back a side, I'd back Wigan probably, but 0-0 between these two. Wimbledon look dreadful at the moment. Thank you very much for watching my penultimate game week predictions for League One. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be championship predictions tomorrow after tonight's games, of course. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be championship predictions as well, as I said, and then there'll be a limited Premier League predictions as well as my FA Cup semi-final predictions for the weekend as well. So don't forget to stay tuned for those, and I'll speak to you all on the next one.